Today we gather to revisit a timeless piece of cinema history, a film that has carved an enduring place in the hearts of Western fans across the world. The Magnificent Seven. Known widely as one of the most iconic Western movies ever to grace the screen, it remains a masterclass of genre, and for our journey today, we'll be strolling down memory lane, celebrating not only the film itself, but also the remarkable actors who brought its characters to life, looking at them both as they were in 1960 and reflecting on what became of them in later years. This will be an intimate blend of nostalgia and biography, a chance to remember the artistry, charisma, and personal journeys of the film's cast. Let's begin with Robert Vaughn, born November 22nd, 1932, in New York City, who portrayed the introspective gunslinger Lee at the age of 28 when the movie was released. Vaughn, whose career spanned decades in both television and film, passed away on November 11th, 2016, in a hospice in Danbury, Connecticut, just 11 days short of his 84th birthday, after battling leukemia for a year. Moving on, we come to Steve McQueen, born to a single mother on March 24th, 1930, at St. Francis Hospital in Beech Grove, Indiana, a suburb of Indianapolis. McQueen played the confident yet rebellious Vin Tanner at the age of 30, already exuding the magnetic screen presence that would make him an enduring Hollywood legend. Sadly, on November 7, 1980, he succumbed to a heart attack at 3:45 a.m. in a hospital in Juarez, Mexico, only 12 hours after undergoing surgery intended to address numerous metastatic tumors in his neck and abdomen, passing away at the age of 50. Then we have Horst Buchholz, born in December 1933 in Berlin, Germany, who took on the role of the impetuous Chico when he was 27, injecting the film with youthful energy and charm. Buchholz's life was cut shorter than many of his peers. He died unexpectedly at 69 in Berlin's Charite Hospital from pneumonia that developed after surgery for a hip fracture. Charles Bronson, born Charles Dennis Buczynski on November 3rd, 1921, in Ehrenfeld, Pennsylvania, into a large Roman Catholic family of Lithuanian descent, portrayed the strong and stoic Bernardo O'Reilly at 39. Later in life, his health deteriorated as he struggled with Alzheimer's disease, and following hip replacement surgery in 1998, he continued to decline until his death at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center on August 30th, 2003, at the age of 81. Vladimir Sokolov, born December 26th, 1889, in Moscow, then part of the Russian Empire, to a German Jewish family, took on the role of the old man in the film at 70 years of age. Just 2 years later, on February 15, 1962, he passed away in Hollywood, California, from a stroke at 72. Brad Dexter, born April 9, 1917, in Goldfield, Nevada, was cast as Harry Luck, a character marked by a blend of humor and ambition, whom Dexter played at the age of 43. He lived until December 11, 2002, when he died in Rancho Mirage, California, from emphysema at 85. Robert J. Wilkie, born May 18, 1914, in Cincinnati, Ohio, brought to life the character of Wallace when he was 47 years old. His life ended on March 28, 1989, when he succumbed to cancer in Los Angeles, California at 74. James Coburn, born August 31st, 1928, in Laurel, Nebraska, played the cool and deadly acrobat at 32, his lean frame and laconic delivery making him one of the most memorable sharpshooters in Western history. He died on November 18, 2002 at 74, from a heart attack at his home in Beverly Hills. Rico Alanes, born October 25, 1919, in Juarez, Mexico, embodied Sotero in the film at 41, and lived until March 9, 2015, when he passed of natural causes in Los Angeles at the impressive age of 95. Eli Wallach, born December 7, 1915, in Red Hook, Brooklyn, at 156 Union Street, gave a masterful performance as the cunning bandit leader Calvera at 45 years old, adding a layer of charisma to villainy. Wallach lived to the remarkable age of 98, dying of natural causes on June 24, 2014, in Manhattan, New York City. Bing Russell, born May 5, 1926, in Brattleboro, Vermont, appeared as Robert in the film when he was 34 years old, and later passed away from complications of cancer on April 8, 2003, in Thousand Oaks, California at 76. And finally, we remember Yul Brynner, Born Yuli Borisovich Bryner on July 11, 1920, in Vladivostok, Russia, whose powerful presence as Chris Adams, the leader of the Seven at the age of 40, anchored the film with authority and magnetism. Brenner died on October 10, 1985, in New York City from lung cancer, age 65. Through this retrospective, it is clear that The Magnificent Seven was more than just a Western. It was a meeting of unique talent from diverse backgrounds, each leaving a lasting mark on cinema history. These actors brought with them stories of resilience, artistry, and humanity, making their characters unforgettable and the film a classic that continues to resonate decades after its release. As we reflect on these performances, we are reminded that the magic of the movie was not just in its sweeping landscapes or thrilling gunfights, but in the personalities and lives of the people who inhabited its world. The actors, both in their on-screen personas and in their real-world journeys, embody a bygone era of Hollywood, one in which star power was forged not only through box office numbers, but through indelible character work and lived experiences. From Vaughn's quiet introspection to McQueen's restless energy, from Montero's gentle compassion to Bronson's unshakable strength, each player brought their own authenticity to the screen, crafting a collective legacy that would outlive them all. Their fates, whether marked by long years or early departures, by natural causes or sudden illness, remind us of the passage of time and the fragility of life, even for those immortalized in celluloid. Yet in the same breath, they also remind us of the enduring power of storytelling, how a film made in 1960 can still inspire, entertain, and connect generations more than 60 years later. So, as we close this journey through their lives and careers, the question lingers: who among these unforgettable figures holds the deepest place in your heart? Is it the cool, measured leadership of Brenner's Chris Adams? The playful swagger of McQueen's Vin Tanner? The youthful exuberance of Buchholz's Chico? Or perhaps the quiet dignity of Coburn's Britt? Whoever it may be, the magic lies in the fact that the choice is personal, shaped by the ways these characters spoke to us individually. In celebrating them, we not only honor a great film, but also pay tribute to human stories that made it possible. A reminder that while the West they portrayed was fictional, the people who brought it to life were as real, flawed, and magnificent as any of us.